Well, good evening, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today you have the Rhino. We're looking at a beer from Castor. This was dropped off by Harry. Thank you very much, Harry. Really appreciate it. It gives me something to do for these 10 days, right? I'm going to get through a bunch of them today. So this is Castor's Pilsner, and their Pilsner is 4.8% alcohol by volume. Apparently, Castor is an organic brewery. It's eco-certified. There's a bunch of pictures back here for food pairings. It looks like on the beach, something, burgers and fries, something else. Brewed with Pilsner malt and a traditional lager yeast. Well, I'm glad you used lager yeast in your Pilsner. This beer is hopped with 2 Czech varieties, designed as an everyday beer. Our objective was to create a thirst-quenching lager with a nice balance between malt, yeast, and noble hop profile. So I'm actually hoping this is exactly what it says it is. I've had a lot of Pilsner since I've been in the Ottawa area this last 11 days. And a lot of them were like Italian Pilsners and other Pilsners and New Age Pilsners and just the really, really hoppy stuff that isn't what I expect when I drink a Pilsner. And I know when I got into this all those years ago, I drink a Pilsner. It's a Pilsner. Who gives a shit, right? But as I'm getting older, the lower ABV everyday beers are actually becoming more and more in tune with how I like things. So I'm really hoping that that's what this is, that it is really, as it says, an everyday all drinker. So we're going to pour it into my little plastic water glass here. Then I will have to go and rinse out after this so that tomorrow I don't have all the bubblies on the side. So that's a beautiful looking beer. I mean, it isn't quite as light colored as I'm used to with a lot of Pilsners. It isn't quite as straw-like, but it is a nice brassy gold. The head is white. I can hear the snap crackle pop from here. Let's start with the can for the sniff, shall we? Oh yeah, that is your everyday beer. I mean, it is the cut grass, the slightly straw scent, the little bit of dirtiness, the little bit of spiciness. Just dirty, spicy cut grass, straw. Smells just like a Pilsner should from the glass. From the glass, we're basically looking at the same thing, just not quite as in your face. The dirtiness doesn't show up as much as the slight spiciness, the straw, and the grassiness that shows up more from the glass. So far, it seems like it's going to be that everyday beer it speaks of. Cheers. That's what almost every Pilsner I've had since I've been up here should have tasted like. There's been so many that are, hey, we're fruity. Hey, we're bitter like a pill. Hey, we're this. Hey, we're that. This really is an everyday beer. A little tiny bit of grassiness, a little tiny bit of straw, a little tiny bit of bready biscuitiness. Then you add into that just that nice subtle spiciness and that nice subtle dirtiness, that almost German-esque mixed with British. Light-bodied, easy drinking, inoffensive. Get this cold, you can drink it all day, every day. Would I go out of my way to grab this? I think I would buy it again. I don't know if I would run out of my way to get it. So I mean, albeit I did not pay for this one. I will admit to that. I did not pay for this one. So when I say I'd buy it again, it doesn't quite come off properly, does it? Would I buy it again after drinking it? Yeah, I would. It isn't a bad beer. It would have to be under the right circumstances, though. Like, I would have to be going out to hang with my dad or somebody else that isn't a huge craft beer guy or is just starting to get into the craft beer scene, because it is a good beer, but it's not something that's going to blow the socks off of somebody that is big on craft beer, and it's not something that's going to offend somebody that's a macro drinker. So it's that great introductory beer, and it's that great bring people together beer. So I'm going to give that a 7 out of 10. I really do enjoy that. Thank you, Harry. Bye, guys. Bye.